Hello, everybody. So now we have Christopher Wray admitting on video that the virus, the COVID-19 virus, did in fact leak from the Wuhan lab. Why are they coming out with this now? Right? You just found this out? I find that very hard to believe. I'm sorry, I don't believe that for a minute. How is it that Trump knew from day one and vocalized it publicly, and they're just finding this out now? So the only logical question is why are we coming out with this now? What is it that we're trying to hide? Before we get there, just a word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is IPVanish. It's a VPN. Get secure and private access to the internet. Whether you need a Wi-Fi hotspot shield or local network protection, we have a solution for you. IPVanish VPN simplifies online security at home and on the go with setups for desktop, mobile, consoles, and routers. It takes just one tap to defend your online data using our VPN app. Unite security and convenience through advanced settings that help protect your online activity automatically so you don't have to remember. IPVanish is online security made easy. Sign up today at kofefi.click/VPN. kofefi.click/VPN. Okay, and now on to the clip.
I asked you also back then about the investigation into COVID origins. Is the FBI in charge of the investigation of the origins of the coronavirus?
We certainly have a role in looking into the origins of the coronavirus.
Now there's this Department of Energy study that says it's likely to have come from a lab leak, although the confidence is low. It cites the FBI. What is the determination by the FBI?
So, as you note, Brett, the FBI has for quite some time now assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan. Let me step back for a second. The FBI has folks, agents, professionals, analysts, virologists, microbiologists, et cetera, who focus specifically on the dangers of biological threats, which include things like novel viruses like COVID, and the concerns that in the wrong hands, some bad guys, a hostile nation state, a terrorist, a criminal, the threats that those could pose. So here you're talking about a potential leak from a Chinese government-controlled lab that killed millions of Americans, and that's precisely what that capability was designed for. I should add that our work related to this continues, and there are not a whole lot of details I can share that aren't classified. I will just make the observation that the Chinese government, seems to me, has been doing its best to try to thwart and obfuscate the work here, the work that we're doing, the work that our U.S. government and close foreign partners are doing, and that's unfortunate for everybody.
So, a couple questions for you. One, if Christopher Wray isn't corrupt, why did Joe Biden keep him on as FBI director? Question number two, Christopher Wray had the Hunter Biden laptop way before the 2020 election, yet he did absolutely nothing with it. Now, everybody else who has seen the hard drive from the laptop says it's filled with crimes and admission of guilt, from all sorts of acts of treason with foreign enemies, such as the CCP and, ironically enough, Ukraine. But Mr. Wray didn't see a damn thing. No crimes, no cocaine, no crack, no hookers, no child sex, no nothing. Joe Biden keeps him on. So, it's not so delusional to think that Christopher Wray is running cover for Joe Biden and the cabal. Do you have any other explanation? You mean to tell me that the rest of the world who doesn't have access to the tools that the FBI has, we all knew that this damn thing came from the lab within weeks. It took Chris Wray over 3 years with all the tools that the FBI has. The FBI right now knows that I have an ingrown ass hair, and I'm sitting down doing a show for you. And I guarantee you they could see it. And if not, they'll know by 40 minutes after this video, I'm sure. Look at what they did even with the J6 defendants. Isn't it amazing how quick they could find some, right? You know, a guy who made some internet post didn't even show up and whatever, they could find that guy like that. But COVID? Nah, we need 3 years for that. Come on, guys. You got to be smarter than that. So what do we see through our peripherals? We have China and Russia, the two largest nuclear powers, teaming up. We're giving, only God knows, it's got to be $200 billion to Ukraine. Now, we keep hearing fluctuating numbers. I've heard anywhere from 130 to 200. It's kind of hard to tell because every time you turn around for a while, it was another 40, 50, 60 billion dollars. So who really knows? So I would accurately say anywhere between 135 and 200. You have the NATO chief coming out saying that Ukraine should be a NATO ally. It's kind of funny how Chris Wray didn't stumble upon the fact that there are actually biolabs in Ukraine, right? Maybe 3 years from now, he'll figure that one out, right? So what is it that they're trying to get ahead of something? They're trying to run cover for something. We had all these train derailments, and I can't even say had because there was just another one yesterday. But all these documents, we've got balloons, we've got nuclear weapons being moved across the Baltic by Russia. We've got the whole James O'Keefe drama, I know, which seems irrelevant to this, but it had to do with Pfizer. And now we have Chris Wray coming out with this COVID revelation. They're trying to distract. This is no way to inform the public. It's to pretend like they are because they're hiding something else. Obviously, and you got to ask yourself, what is that something else? For them to come out and finally admit that COVID did come out from the lab. Yeah, it's admitting a lot of things. It's admitting that the media should never be trusted again. It's admitting that the politicians should never be trusted again. It's admitting that 2020 was completely rigged, because if people knew that Trump was right about all this from the beginning, they probably would have voted a different way. And considering that the guy that won the election won all based on lies surrounding this topic, I mean, so can you see what's going on? This is one big distraction. And I think, in my opinion, and I know people are going to say enough with this already, however, anything that's not talk about securing our elections before 2024, in my opinion, is a distraction. That is the only thing we really should be razor focused on if we want to be able to change the situation that we are currently in. I recommend that we do it. That's all I have to say here in this video. I wanted to keep it relatively short. If you would, do me a favor, like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. It helps. All this stuff helps with the algorithms. It gets the videos seen more. And don't forget to check out the sponsors. We have them down below in the description. And IP Vanish. Look, guys, I would not allow people, and I know a lot of you're not doing anything wrong. I get all that. However, in 2023, you don't have to do anything wrong right, to be targeted by all these fools. And not only that, but between the hacking and all this other stuff, and even just annoying ads that they target you with, protect yourself with a VPN. It's cheap enough. I think it's like $3 a month. And it's simple to use. One button, boop, and you're secure. Go take a look. Covfefe.click/VPN, covfefe.click/VPN, and I'll see you next time. Bye.